Another very important piece of the security administration puzzle is public key cryptography. And this is something that is vital for communication where we're worried about securing communication between one computer and another computer. For example, sending credit card information over the internet. We want to make sure that that information stays secure, so we want to have a way to encrypt that communication, or by verifying the identity of either a computer or a user or a document or something like that. These all rely on this public key cryptography. Now this works, just to briefly explain the concepts behind this, works by using key pairs. The key pairs work in tandem. One key encrypts, the other key decrypts. Another way you can think about this instead of key pairs is in the real world you can think of locks and keys, where one key is supposed to open up only one lock and one lock is made to fit only a single key. Well, securing electronic communication works in much the same way. Now in public key cryptography, these key pairs, one of the keys is public and one of the keys is private. And with these two things, with these two keys, they can be used to secure communications between two computers, and or they can be used to digitally sign things through the use of certificates. And we can implement certificates in our network through an installation of certificate services. Now again, as with most things, it helps sometimes to have a picture. So let's pretend here in this diagram here that you want to buy something from me. Now we're separated by thousands of miles, and so to do this, to complete the transaction, you're going to send me your credit card information. And let's change the color. Your credit card number is going to be sent over a network where there can be lots of other computers who might be able to listen in on this line of communication. So before you send me your credit card number, you want to make sure that that credit card number is encrypted and that only I am able to decrypt and get your credit card information. So we set up a conversation using a public-private key pair. And the way this works is after you contact me, I will send you out a public key for the communication. And of course, when I say me, I'm talking about the server and the software is doing all this, not actually us doing it. We just implement it by clicking a few buttons. But to start this, I'll send you a public key, and that public key is going to be used to encrypt your credit card number. Now, I have the only key that can decrypt that information that's encrypted with this public key, because these two things work in conjunction with one another. So even if someone else were to intercept the public key, it's no big deal, because the public key can't be used with the public key to decrypt the information. Only the private key can decrypt. So again, I send you out the public key. You then use that to encrypt your credit card information. You send that over the wire as encrypted data, and then when I receive that, I'm the only one who can decrypt your information that you want to keep private. Now, how do you know that I am who I say I am? Well, that can be done with a digital signature or a digital certificate. And let me erase this real quick. Alright, through the magic of pausing, I was able to do this quickly. Now we have a different situation. You are concerned with proving that I am who I say I am. Well, I can do this with a digital certificate. And the digital certificate is something that is issued by typically a third party, or we can set up certainly our Microsoft servers to do this. But the digital certificate has a digital signature as a part of it, as well as other information like who assigned the signature, who created the signature, what date, and when it expires, and things like that. And the way this works is I sign this with my private key, and then I send this out, and with the certificate I also send my public key. Now when you receive the certificate and my public key, you use the public key to decrypt my signature, and you know that I'm the only one who could have used this key that works with this key to sign this digital certificate, and that way you know that I am who I say I am. So these are the concepts behind public key cryptography. And of course, in the closing modules here, we're concerned with implementing this technology on our networks with certificate services.